So guys, let's start with a double crochet. We are going to be crocheting a double crochet stitch. If you are a beginner, maybe you this is the first video that you view on my channel, I suggest for you to go to my YouTube channel and search for my video tutorials that will teach you how to make this slip knot, because this is the first step, the first crochet basic stitch or tool. And then you need to learn to make a foundation chain, which is what we're going to do right now. So we're going to crochet up 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Oops, let's see, 11, that's 12, 13, that's 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So if you have already been following me, that means I'm pretty much assuming that you already know how to make a foundation chain, slip knot foundation chain. And now what we're going to learn, you are going to learn the double crochet. So I'm hoping that by now you already know how to make the single crochet and the half double crochet. So here what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over the hook. This is a swatch, so this is a sample swatch for the double crochet. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is make about 3 or 4 rows of the double crochets, and that way you can just, you know, take a look at your work, take a look at your stitches. You might want to make 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 of these sample swatches as you're practicing. It's a good thing because, you know, you get to compare your first swatch with the second and the third and whatnot, and that way you can see if you're improving with your tension. That means improving with how you work your yarn. Okay, and if you need to get your row counter, then do so. Take your row counter so you know exactly where you're at. Again, I would say about 3 to 4 rows of this is perfect. So here is the foundation chain. So we're going to yarn over the hook, and we're going to insert the hook into the 1 2 3, the 4th chain from the hook. Insert your hook there. We're going to yarn over the hook, and we're going to pull up a loop just like so. With the half double crochet, you yarn over the hook and you draw through all 3 loops. But with a double crochet, you're going to yarn over the hook, you're going to draw through the first 2 loops, yarn over the hook, and draw through the last 2 loops. So you've made a double crochet. Yarn over the hook, go into the next chain, which is right here. You can see the little chains. Yarn over the hook and pull up a loop, yarn over the hook and draw through the first 2 loops, yarn over the hook and draw through the last 2 loops. You've made 1 2 double crochets. Yarn over the hook. Let's go on, let's continue so we can make the 3rd double crochet. Insert your hook into that next chain, yarn over the hook, pull up a loop, pull up to where it's pretty much close to the same height as the other 2 loops on the working area of your hook. Yarn over the hook and draw through the first 2 loops. Yarn over the hook and draw through the last 2 loops. Yay! Yarn over the hook, insert your hook into the next chain. Yarn over the hook and pull up a loop. Yarn over the hook and draw through the first 2 loops, yarn over your hook and draw through the last 2 loops. Yarn over the hook, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over the hook and pull up a loop, yarn over the hook, draw through the first 2 loops, yarn over the hook and draw through the last 2 loops. So far so good. This is just a pattern. A pattern. And practice makes perfect, guys. Practice makes perfect. Insert your hook into that chain, pull up a loop, yarn over the hook and draw through the first 2 loops, yarn over the hook and draw through the last 2 loops. Yarn over the hook, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over the hook and pull up a loop, yarn over the hook, draw through the first 2 loops, yarn over the hook and draw through the last 2 loops. And we are going to continue the same pattern across the chain. That's all we're doing, like so. We're almost there. You just need to practice. You will improve the tension, the working of the yarn. And if you have a passion to crochet, trust me, you will not give up. I'm in the last stitch. So we've completed row 1. Okay, so remember we are making a sample swatch like this one here. I believe these are 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 rows. You can do 5, 4, 3 is good. So now we want to start crocheting row 2. Take your row counter if you are using one and make sure that you select 2. Since we are making a double crochet, you want to chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3. This is a turning chain, so we turn our work around and yarn over the hook and insert your hook into that first stitch. You'll see the 2 loops on the working area of your hook. That's another video tutorial that I have shared with my followers. It's the anatomy. I share with you the anatomy of a hook. This is the throat, this is the hook, this is the working area, this is where we work our stitches and whatnot. So yarn over the hook and pull up a loop. Yarn over the hook and draw through the first 2 loops. Yarn over the hook and draw through the last 2 loops. I do not count the chain 3 as a double crochet. Many crocheters do, but I don't. This will be your first double crochet right here. Double crochet. Yarn over the hook. Insert your hook into the next stitch, making sure that you see 2 loops on top of the working area of your hook. Yarn over the hook and pull up a loop. Yarn over the hook, draw through the first 2 loops, yarn over the hook and draw through the last 2 loops. Yarn over the hook, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over the hook, draw through the first 2 loops, yarn over the hook and draw through the last 2 loops. Continue. Go into that stitch. And we'll just continue across. You just have to practice. It's so important to practice. And if you want to master this part of crocheting, it's going to mean that you're going to practice. That's all you do. Just practice working with your yarn, crocheting loosely, holding your yarn is very important. How you hold your yarn, but of course everybody holds their yarn in a different way and holds their crochet hook in a different way, and I believe I share that with you guys on my other tutorials. Whatever works for you guys, just always remembering to crochet loosely. And there we go. That's all we're doing across. her stitch. This is just the chain right here. Okay, we've done 1 and 2, so chain up 3, turn your work. We're going to start with 3, so turn your little dial here, 3, and continue. Yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, yarn over the hook, insert your hook into the next stitch, making sure that you see the top loops on the top of the working area of your hook. Yarn over the hook and pull up a loop. Yarn over the hook and draw through the first 2 loops, yarn over the hook and draw through the last 2. And you're going to continue doing that across. Should have, we'll count, let me see. I believe we chained 18, or how many stitches, how many chains did I crochet? I'll check in just a bit. Because you want to make sure that all your rows have the same amount of stitches, and that's why I suggest for beginners to always count your stitches at the end of every row to make sure that you are crocheting the right amount of stitches per row. So you want to always learn how to make your swatches, how to make some swatches first so you can see your work. Once you start seeing improvement in your work, then maybe you're ready to, I believe you will be ready to read patterns. That's for sure. Okay, let me see how many stitches are here. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Yep, 16. Because we skipped, remember we skipped 3. So we made 18 and we skipped 3, so one, 2, and 3. So now we're going to start row 1, 2, 3, and you're going to start 4. But I think you already understand what exactly I'm doing here. And this is what you're doing. You're just making a sample swatch, okay? And I suggest for practice, make about 4 of these. Practice. If you don't want to waste yarn, don't secure it with a knot here. Just unravel the yarn and just wrap it around the little ball. Okay, I'll just show you what I'm talking about. Let's just say I was done here. I will not chain 3. I will just make a knot like so, and then I would cut here and then turn my work. This is the wrong side, and I would take my tapestry needle and hide the loose ends in the back. But since I already have a swatch here, all you're going to do is just unravel your work. Unravel it. That way you don't have to waste your yarn. And you can practice like that. Just unravel it like so. And that's it. That's it, guys. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video tutorial. Again, just go to my videos and you'll learn how to slip knot, foundation chain, single crochet, half double, and my double crochet. So if you'd like to continue following me, hit the subscribe button, and you won't miss out on all these fun tutorials. And at the same time, I'm sharing little projects here and there. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.